Good evening. It's a new IPA, Crystal Hero from Revolution Brewing Company. I had their Galaxy Hero a couple months ago, which I liked quite a bit, and I guess this is the next installment they're releasing of cans of their Hero IPA series that feature different hops. The Galaxy Hero, they said, also had Zethos, a blend of hops added, so it wasn't just single hop Galaxy. And I kind of doubt that this is single hop Crystal because to get 80 IBUs, which is what they say this beer has, you have to use a lot of Crystal. Crystal is a low alpha acid hop, mostly aroma. It's kind of an old school American hop, but really old school before Centennial even existed, I think. It's somewhat like Cascade and Hallertau, this hop. So it's kind of, I think it bridges the gap between sort of the fruity, citrusy, pungent American hops and then the more floral, herbal, noble hops of Bavaria and the Czech Republic. This was canned exactly 2 weeks ago, so very fresh. It's 7.2% alcohol. The Galaxy Hero is 7%, and regular Anti-Hero is 6.5%. So I'm not sure like what's happening with the malt. If there's really anything connecting the Hero series that much, since they changed. It seems like the color changes from beer to beer, and the alcohol content. They don't tell you either what the other hop they use in this beer is. Though I'm pretty sure they use some specific bittering hop for this because Crystal is like 3 to 6% alpha acids, which would take so much to make a bitter IPA. I believe Rogue's Brutal IPA uses maybe only Crystal hops also. But Crystal is not the most intense and bitter of all the hops. This one looks, pretty similar color to the Galaxy Hero. It's even it's a little bit redder on camera than I'm seeing it now, but it's almost totally clear. It looks like I got some bubble stuck to the bottom of this. My new glass cleaning brush did not clean this properly, unfortunately. But a very firm head, like a very hoppy beer should have. Not quite bone white, because we've got a little bit of candy malt in here. But I like the Galaxy Hero because it used some sort of cakey, candy-ish malt combined with the super fruity, kind of like tropical cake Galaxy hops to make a really juicy, hard candy hop sort of experience. So we'll see what the Crystal does, because Crystal usually shows up in big blends of lots of hops. Other sea hops are in there. So I've always thought that I liked it quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to give it a shot. Really firm head. And it looks pretty good. It looks, kind of like a Midwestern IPA. Just maybe just a notch lower than amber, or notch paler than amber. And even though it's basically totally filtered, I have enjoyed the Hero series. It's not all bitterness and sweetness in your face like some West Coast beers. Interesting. I definitely get that candy malt in there. It seems like the hops they use really blend in, or at least the way they use the hops blends in with that malt character really well. There's a lot of foam for it to get through, so it's just kind of a generic, slightly orangey, but lots of candy-ish, slightly tropical malt and hop combo in there. Almost a fruitcake thing's happening. And fruity hard candies. Like maybe like cooked peaches and cooked apricots, dried apricots or something like that, rather than actual juicy fruits. Now I'm getting a little bit more of a floral grassy thing that's unique to this, on the edge of a dank green quality. A little herbaceous. Ooh, car alarm, beautiful. You know, the foam's coming down. I can enjoy it. A little more of the unique crystal aroma. Someone turn off your car alarm, please. This is what you get when you live by a whole bunch of crap. Yeah, it's pretty sweet, but not too bitter. Good amount of body. It's a little bit of an old-fashioned IPA, especially with the crystal hops, but what I like is it doesn't add a huge piney orange peel note to it, like if they used Centennial or something. But it is kind of reminds me of like the old-fashioned Midwestern IPA, which I guess is still popular, but it's like has a kind of a zombie dust thing going on, where you have a little bit of sweet malt, a little bit of sweet sort of amberish candy malt, combining with the slight herbaceous citrusy hops. It's very nice. I like it more than a lot of West Coast IPAs, and the crystal hops don't really make it wildly different from what I'm used to with the classic C hops like Cascade and Centennial, nor like any of the new wave Citra Mosaic sort of hops. I do like that it has just a little bit of the noble European hop character, herbal, spicy. You definitely got a good amount of spice, like black pepper spice, and it's not in the normal sort of really green and oniony sort of spice and sort of dank bud spice that comes in a lot of American hops. Makes it perhaps a little bit more accessible to people who want a little sweet malt and fruity hops and light simple spice and nothing too weird and kind of sweaty, soapy. I probably like the Galaxy Hero more. My main thing with this beer is that I guess this is the style they're going through, but I would like it lower alcohol and drier and paler. I feel like then I would be able to really notice the crystal hops more. But it's a perfectly well-made beer. I give it probably 80. That's what I give to like very pleasant, well-made beers that aren't super unique in any way. And I was hoping this would be a little bit more unique, but the crystal, like I'm going away from this like not totally being sure exactly what crystal brings to the table. It's different from other hops. Like it'd be interesting to try this right next to their Galaxy Hero because it seems pretty similar. The Galaxy Hero might be a little bit more tropical. But it's very pleasant for being, you know, pretty bitter IPA, 7.2% alcohol. And it's great that it's out in 6-pack cans. So I'll give 80 to the Crystal Hero from Revolution Brewing. Goodbye.